Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Yes, the day after, Chelsea 2, Leicester 1. And as I said in my review yesterday, we witnessed the Royal Rumble. Yeah, we witnessed a proper WrestleMania main event where everyone went all guns blazing and a punch-up was about to kick off. Absolute scenes towards the end of that game, and I'm going to talk about that incident and a few players because I want to go back to that talk about mentality. We got our answer yesterday and I'm happy to say it's positive news. Before we get into that though, I want to let you guys know if you guys are interested in getting a discount, you can do on any store-run products. Link in the description, 25% off by using the discount code YTF25. So make sure you head over there, knock yourselves out, use your discount code, get 25% off. You're welcome and enjoy. Now, let's get into this. First and foremost, before we get into the main topic of the video about a certain player, let's talk about the fight. Let's talk about the fight yesterday at the end of the Chelsea versus Leicester game. I think it summed up the game as a whole. I told you guys my thoughts on the game in my review yesterday. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link right here. Yes, right here. No, why I did that. It's over here. Click here if you haven't seen it already. But I mentioned that mentality. We needed to see hustle. We needed to see a real desire and a real fight from these players when the going gets tough. Now, after we conceded a goal, the going got tough. Boy, did it get tough. And if you are at least even a little bit familiar with Chelsea FC, you'll also know that we are known as Heart Attack FC. Yes, it comes with a health condition being a Chelsea supporter. It comes with a health warning. You know, your health is at threat by supporting Chelsea Football Club. If you have a heart condition, please refrain from supporting Chelsea Football Club because chances are it could end badly for you. You know, and the last 15 minutes of that game summed it up. If we conceded one more goal, we would be in the gutter right now. Based on what Liverpool are going to do later on tonight, we'll see what happens. Come on, Burnley. Fingers crossed. If Burnley win, by the way, Chelsea get top 4. I mean, come on, Sean Dyche. Come on, Brexit FC. Come on, yeah? But that mentality was to hold on to that lead and not let it slip. Keep it alive, and we managed to see it through. And not just that, but the fight at the end of the game pretty much summed it all up. That fight at the end of the game showed us what some players are about. Yeah, Antonio Rüdiger, what an absolute beast, what a monster, what an everything. I mean, Rüdiger pretty much gave me the answer I wanted to hear. You know, I wanted to see who in this team are leaders. And I don't just mean leaders when it's all nice and we're winning and we're looking good, because when we're winning, anyone can go, yeah, come on, Chelsea, yeah, you know, and show that attitude of, yeah, come on, let's go. Because it's easy. It's easy when you're winning. When it's tough, when you're losing, or when you're in a downturn, you're in a spiral and the going gets really tough, things get hard, and you're there ready and going, yeah, come on, let's do this, we can do this, we can do this. That's what you need to see. That's what we need in this team. Now, when we were 2-1 up and we were hanging on for dear life in the last 15 minutes, and you could just see that mentality was starting to kick in some of the lads. Now, when that fight happened, Rudiger, what an absolute tank. What a beast. He gave me the answer I wanted to hear. When he took the ball and he went on that mental run and he done the 360, he done the roulette, and he looked like he was trying to be Zidane in his prime. Yeah? That's the risk taking I want to see. That's the guts I want to see. You know, it's not easy in a game of that magnitude to just, as a centre-back, take the ball and think, yeah, I'm just going to start taking all these men on. And then you go and do it, and you do it successfully. I mean, that takes some going. That takes the guts that I'm looking for. That's the character I want to see. When the fight kicked off as well, not just Rudiger, but if you go back and watch the fight, or watch the brawl as it kicked off, Thiago Silva was another one. Thiago Silva was in the midst of it until he recognised Amartey. Now, if you don't know about Amartey and you've been living under a rock, Amartey was the player in the Leicester dressing room after we'd lost the cup final to Leicester, who took the Chelsea cap and threw it behind him onto the floor like it was a tissue. Yeah? complete disrespect. Complete disrespect. Not just, a bit of banter. It was plain and utter disgusting disrespect. You just don't do that. In professional sport, you just don't do that. Especially if you've won. If you've won the cup. What more do you want? Why take that and throw it on the floor? Why? There's no need. As Rudiger said after the game in his conference, in the post-match interview, he said it absolutely correctly. He said there's some people, they don't know how to celebrate. They don't know how to celebrate, and we had to punish them. Simple as that. That's what I want to hear. Amartey, Thiago Silva, was in the midst of it. He realised Amartey was the guy next to him. He went, what? And all of a sudden, he turned to Amartey. He wasn't having any of that crap. Mason Mount, similar situation. Mason Mount was in the midst of trying to sort what was going on. He turned next to him. He had to do a double take. If you go and watch the video, he looked at Amartey, looked back, and then went back again and went, what? It's you! And literally pushed him. Like, that's the rage. That's the intensity, and that's the what's the word? The will and desire of playing for your club. The will and desire of protecting your colours, protecting your badge, protecting your team, protecting your teammates, protecting your fans. Standing up for your team, standing up for your badge, standing up for your colours. That is what I want to see. Even when we were winning, you could see that they didn't have to get into that mess. They didn't have to, but they got into it and they recognised who Amartey was, and they weren't taking any crap from someone that was just showing plain disrespect to us. That shows that you care. And that is what I wanted to see yesterday, and we got it. We got absolute proper, as the word goes, shithousery. Simple as that. It was pure in its utter definition of that word. Fantastic, and we got 3 points. We've put ourselves in a good position for top 4. Let's hope Liverpool bottle it later on and it becomes official. If not, we'd have to get the job done against Aston Villa. But yesterday, I just want to applaud all the players. I want to applaud the fans. The fans were loud, vocal, nice to hear. Great to have them back at Stamford Bridge. The mentality overall was perfect for what we wanted to see after losing the cup. And that bounce back hopefully is going to carry momentum going into Aston Villa, and then ultimately the Champions League final against Manchester City. Fingers crossed. Now, the last and main story of the day goes to a certain striker. Mr. Harry Kane wants to leave Tottenham. Now, I know I'm a couple of days late in talking about this, but the whole build-up of the game against Leicester and losing the cup final and that was pretty much my main priority, not this. But now we've got some time to talk about transfers and we've got some time to talk about players. Let me show you exactly what has gone down with Harry Kane. So when the story broke, this happened. We got Tottenham left reeling after Harry Kane tells club he wants to leave this summer. He wants out. He's finally made up his mind. He wants to leave Tottenham Hotspur. And I'm not surprised. It's only right that he goes and tries to win trophies in his career. I think it's the logical move for him. And I don't blame him one bit. Now, some have sent me messages. Some have asked me, Younes, Harry Kane, talk about it. What's going on? Are we going to get him? Should we get him? Yes, we should absolutely get him. He's my number one on the list. If you have to offer me Kane, Haaland or Lukaku, I'm going Kane. Because he's perfect for what we need. He has it all. He's got physical stature. He's got a great touch. He can finish. He knows the league. He's proven. He's everything that you want. His link-up play is great. His hold-up play is great. His pace is great. His physicality is great. Everything's great with Harry Kane. The only thing that's not great is that he plays for Tottenham. That's the only thing. If it wasn't for that, he'd be flipping and be like perfect. But still, as a striker and as a footballer, he is perfect. And I would absolutely take Harry Kane at my club. Hands down. But, let me bring all of you back down to earth for a little bit now. Do I really think he will come to Chelsea? No. As much as I would want it to happen, as much as I hope it happens, do I think it's going to happen? No. Not a chance. And not a chance because of Daniel Levy, because of Tottenham, because of where they stand, because of the fact that it's Chelsea, and most importantly, because it seems like there are other clubs interested where it's definitely more likely that they are going to get Harry Kane rather than Chelsea. This being one of them. If we look, Manchester City want Harry Kane. And they've already started to plan talks with Tottenham. That has come from your main man over here, Mr. Fabrizio Romano. And yeah, Manchester City are definitely leading the race. It's logical. Now, what this does for us is one good thing. Chelsea are going after Harry Kane. But Chelsea are also going after Haaland. And Chelsea are also going after Lukaku. Now, when I say go after, I don't mean they are going to try and sign all three. That's stupid and unaffordable and never going to happen until pigs start flying, which won't happen. So don't think we're going to go and buy all three. No, but what we are going to do is try and get deals done and to see which one's more likely, which one should we go for, which one is Thomas Tuchel most happy to go for, and which two should we eliminate, basically. Haaland right now has a good chance of staying at Dortmund. Harry Kane, it seems like, is going to City. Now, if City are going to get their striker, because they're in for the same targets as we are, if they are going to get Harry Kane, that means the other two are available for us to have. Because Harry Kane's more likely to go to City, and Tottenham will definitely love to get a deal done with City rather than Chelsea. Because if they did get a deal done with us, Daniel Levy's head would be wanted on a stick by all Tottenham fans. I mean, they don't really protest very well, but if they sold Harry Kane to us, I think that could be the trigger. That could be that going over the line. So I think City are definitely first in line for Harry Kane, and I think it's going to happen, especially with Harry Kane's ambition for trophies. It's definitely most likely. We'll see though. You never know. You never know. If we win the Champions League, you never know. Maybe Harry Kane forces it. Maybe he's happy to go to Chelsea. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, if we're talking about loyalty, let's take it back for a sec. Yes, Harry Kane plays for Tottenham. He wouldn't want to go to Chelsea, but he was an Arsenal fan when he was a boy. Yet he still played for Tottenham. I'm just saying. Sometimes loyalty doesn't actually mean that much in football. So him coming to Chelsea isn't the most crazy thing, but Tottenham getting a deal done with Chelsea for Harry Kane, that would be crazy, and I don't think it's going to happen. But if City do get Harry Kane, Haaland I think will be staying at Dortmund. It opens the door for one man, and that's Lukaku. I think if there's one man out of the three that's more likely to come to Chelsea, it's Lukaku. Inter Milan apparently could be letting go of Antonio Conte. I don't know why, to be honest, but apparently it could be possible. And also, Lukaku could be sold in order to try and make funds. Right now, Inter Milan are a mess in terms of their finances, in terms of generating money, and I think it could be a case of them trying to balance out the books and get Lukaku to be sold. That way they can generate that money that they need in order to save the club, because they're in a really bad situation. So we'll see what happens going forward, but right now I have to come on here and say I don't think Harry Kane to Chelsea is going to happen. That's just my initial thoughts. You never know though, but I think Lukaku will be the most likely. We'll see where it goes, but let me know in the comments, how do all of you think it's going to end? Where do you think it's going? Who do you think we're going to get? And let me know about the mentality that we saw at the bridge last night. Are you confident in the lads now? Do you think they have that mentality? And are you confident going into the Champions League final? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this video. Much appreciated. And I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.